Man was gonna bring something.
I should have asked him too. Next time.
Okay, now BCBC.
Yeah, his event was canceled today. The DFW, the Kings of DFW.
Why?
Okay.
COVID.
Oh, yes. It's a mess. They got about 5 different strands out again.
Yeah.
It is a mess.
So,
Yeah. It is that. We'll talk about that too during the interview too.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Alright, so
Y'all ready?
yes, we are live.
Estamos lista.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday. It is cold in the DFW. Let me get y'all, get some of y'all have to split it up. Woo! It is cold. I am joined this afternoon with Miss Sabrena Ford and Nadia Thomas of the Women with Purpose Tour. Make sure y'all go check that out. That is February the 12th, 1444 Oakland Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. How are you ladies doing?
For having us, Douglas.
No problem, no
How about
problem.
you?
Well, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to stay warm. I tell everybody.
I think my car said like almost 40 degrees.
I believe.
They just made an announcement like a 50 or 60 degree drop.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're talking about snow flurries and all just nonsense. But no, we're not here. We're not weather reporters. So
Definitely not that.
We're gonna talk about the Women with Purpose tour. February the 12th. Nadia, you start us off. What's this tour? What's this women's empowerment event all about?
Well, to start off, us individually, it's 8 of us. It's eight of us, and we all have different things going on: fitness, credit repair, sex toys, drinks, photography, magazines, gun. Yes, like everyone does something different, and we all come together to make a perfect team. We all have a life story, and not even a life story, just stuff that we want to tell younger people, even people that's older, like you can still do stuff in a timely manner. It's never too late. You can never put your dreams on hold. And to speak about different things, like we have the Pretty and Packing. She comes in and teach about gun violence. Her mom has a domestic violence program. So it's just a lot of things going on. We're just here to motivate people, here to answer any questions that you have. We are all on a journey, and we want to take everyone with us, and if we can help everybody, that's what we're here to do. We're here to answer questions, talk about real life situations. If you come to one of our events, we're not speaking just to be speaking. We're talking about business, how you can start your own business, or if you already have your own business, what can you do to progress? We're talking about health, wellness, all different kinds of things. If you're battered, if you're kids, if you need help with your kids, anything. So that is what the Women with Purpose is about.
Okay.
Helping, giving back to the community. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're here for.
Yes. Okay. Sabrena, there's a lot of these empowerments. What was your motivation to do this one?
To be different. That's our goal. Just like Nadia said, we all come from different backgrounds, and we're not just doing pop-up shops. This is more like a seminar. This is more for women to come together to network. It's like she said, you can be starting a business out, you could be 5 years into your business, but when you come to one of our tours, you're still going to leave with some type of knowledge.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about, is to spread knowledge, just to show that women, we can sit at tables, with men. And it could be all women, in fact,
Yeah.
because it's in the corporate America. It's no secret that men dominate corporate America, but we're here to show that women can do the same thing that men can do even better.
Yes.
That's just what it's all about. You know, women empowerment, encouraging, motivational speaking, spiritual transformation.
Yes.
All of our different backgrounds, we come together to be this one woman. And without Nadia, without Tamika, without Latandra, we couldn't be women with purpose. It takes us all. And individually, that's exactly what I tell every woman with purpose. Focus on yourself, focus on your business, focus on your brand, and together is what makes us women with purpose.
Right. We might have to close the door. I think we have
Yeah.
a Luther. next
Okay, because they hear us in here talking.
Singing and this
yeah, he stepped it up a notch.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but they got it going on over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me ask you this: so, an event of this size and this magnitude, what have been some obstacles? Because, like I said, you guys are hitting a little bit of everything. So, putting this together, I know it had to be a huge endeavor. What's been a big obstacle with this so far? Would you say, or have there been any obstacles?
I think the biggest obstacle right now is COVID. That's the only obstacle that's in our way. Nothing is stopping the Women with Purpose tour. We've got a lot of people canceling their event. There's an event canceled today, but we're not going to cancel our event, so we're not going to let it stop us. But I do believe that COVID right now is slowing a lot of things down. This new variant is spiking up again, and it's hitting close to home. I just recently recovered. That's why we have some of our women with purpose at home, because they're healing and recovering from the COVID right now. But obstacles right now, we're jumping over them.
Yeah.
We're not letting them get in our way, and that's what makes us women with purpose. Because that is the definition of a woman with purpose. She doesn't let any obstacles or any boundaries get in her way.
What is an obstacle?
Exactly. Besides those, we jumping over them and we leaping through them, and we're encouraging other women along our journey. And so even with our first tour, we started off with 7, and we started off with 6. We've already added 2 more to our crew. So every tour it grows, whether it's growing within our organization itself, or our fan base, our followers, our reach, the people that look forward to us coming. We've already been invited to do one in Atlanta.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this: you might have answered it already, but what's your definition of women's empowerment, Nadia?
Women empowerment to me is motivating other women, helping other women, becoming a team. See, a lot of women, especially us, we are too independent. You have to have a team. People be saying, how does it work with all of y'all women? Like we don't have, we do not have confusion. Honestly, we don't always agree with each other, but we come to an agreement. It's never hard feelings. It's nothing nasty. Everything is just simple. Right. You have to have a team to make everything work, especially when you are trying to empower another woman. How am I going to say I believe in women empowerment when I'm not even trying to help the next woman?
Yes.
It's too much competition. So to me, it's just helping the next woman become better, because you just cannot look at somebody and judge them by their situation, because I have learned things from everyone, from a little kid to an old lady. And that's what women empowerment is to me. Just helping the next woman. We got to help each other, pull each other up. That's the only way. You have to have a team.
Okay. So I got a question for both you ladies. H, I want you to think about it and answer it. We'll start with Sabrena. I'm going to type in this information while you answer it. But define the word diva, and who's your favorite diva of all time?
Well, I'm just gonna have to quote Beyonce on this. A diva is a female version of a hustler.
Hey, that's the best way you could have said it.
I mean, and I'm gonna have to say two of my favorite divas. It's okay, but Beyonce and Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I mean, they definitely have been in the game and perfected their craft from when they were teens all the way up till now. I mean, both of them have produced so many records and written for other females, and women empowerment, and the music that they put out is so inspiring and so encouraging, and especially with Mariah Carey coming out in the 90s, and look at her now, it's what, 2022, and she still got one of the biggest Christmas records playing since 94, 95 is when that song came out.
Right.
All I Want for Christmas.
All my life, that's all I know.
Right.
I mean, so I'd have to say Mariah Carey and Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nadia, what about you? What's your definition of a diva, and who's your favorite diva of all time?
Well, to me, I agree with her, a female version of a hustler, but also you can be a hustler, but can you maintain it?
Okay.
So
like
that's
that.
a diva.
I like that.
You know, you can be rich, but are you wealth? Do you have wealth?
Right.
Are you setting yourself and if you have kids or your family, are you setting up for future generations? That's a diva.
I like that.
To me.
Yeah.
And my diva is my mother, because my mother is like the best. She's been a nurse for, I think, since she was 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
And over time, I have seen her get into real estate. She, oh my goodness, y'all, she remodeled her whole house by herself. Put the floors down. Rearranged the furniture, decorated like she's the bomb. And she is so smart.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's my,
and
she bougie. So
that's where you get it from.
yes, and she's bougie, so
Nadia is a diva.
Oh wow.
yes.
What makes Nadia a diva?
Oh.
You said bougie.
Yeah.
You gotta elaborate.
Cause Nadia gonna keep her hair done, her nails done. She don't need the makeup. She's born with beauty, so she don't even need that.
Yeah.
And it's not even about just keeping it done. It's about understanding the quality that she puts into her hair, puts on her nails, into her attire. It's not like just grab and go. It's like, no, I need the right color, the right.
Okay. So she got a system.
Yeah,
that she works all the time.
And when she just said maintaining it, I am a living witness. This woman right here maintains it. She knows how to save money. She pays her bills on time. She teaches me how to save money. I'm 10 years her senior.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh wow. Interesting.
I'm on her financial plan right now.
Okay. So Nadia, as part of the tour, what are you were saying something earlier off air about alcohol. What's your part of this going to be?
Well, right now we do not do any alcohol on the tours.
Oh, okay.
It's only non-alcoholic beverages that I do.
Oh, okay.
But it's with fruit, so it's not just you getting the juice.
Yeah.
The fruit jars are the bomb. So what I have incorporated was the first tour we did samples.
Okay.
And I had a gallon. It had all the fruit in it, my little special mix, and everyone loved it. I was just passing it out. That's what I was there for. But I also, me and Tamika, we are the financial advisors over the Women of Purpose.
Okay.
So that's what we do. That's one of my main roles. Yes, I'm there to sell my products, but that is my main involvement with the Women with Purpose. Okay.
Sabrena, now what were your part of the, or will you be speaking, or is it just?
Not yet. In a couple of years I'll be speaking because I have some things in the works that I'm doing.
Okay.
So not yet.
Sabrena, now what as far as your role, what will you be doing on the 12th?
Well,
Will you be speaking? Or?
I will be speaking.
Okay.
I'm the founder of Women with Purpose
Okay.
Tour. And so my goal is to bring us all together. And my background is in photography and marketing.
Okay.
So that's where I fit in. So
Okay.
my goal is to encourage, and that's what I do daily, is encourage I don't want to say my women, so that's exactly what's about to come out. My women.
We are the women with purpose, so we are the other women. So,
To encourage all of us ladies is just to continue to focus on our own brands and building our own brand awareness. Because individually, we have to be succeeding. And if we're not, then we cannot be women with purpose. So my goal is just to continue just to encourage, motivate, market, help them promote their businesses, share their artistry on Facebook, on social media platforms, just to be that extra backbone in advertising and marketing for all of their businesses.
Okay.
she's the bomb with the marketing. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
She teaches me, and that's what I love about us. We teach each other so much. And when it comes to marketing, because I'm one of the youngest, but I act like an old lady when it comes to the technology and marketing, and she is the bomb when it comes to that, honestly.
I studied a lot online, really. I haven't taken any classes. I don't have a degree, but I learned a lot from working in corporate America. I worked at Zales for a while. It's like I feel like I understand what corporate America wants. And that's why I'm able to understand how to market and promote, run Google ads, run Facebook ads, I understand how to do that, but I also understand that it doesn't take just social media to build a business. You have to get out there and word of mouth. You have to get out there and do the footwork and to put in the work that it takes to build your brand. And if you're not doing that, you can sit behind a desk on social media all day, but if you're not building your brand awareness, it's just not going to go anywhere.
I like that. So the ages, is this open, like if young ladies in high school want to come to this, are they allowed to? Because my question is this: as far as the women with purpose, do you guys consider this an opportunity to be role models, to change thinking for ladies and women with regards to finances, with regards to marketing, things like that? Do you look at this as an opportunity and invite the younger generation to come in?
Oh yes, I am all for the kids. She can tell you, and we all are for the kids. Yeah. But yes, we are definitely. The kids are one of our largest targets as well, because they are the upcoming generation, and those are the older people. They already stuck in their ways. Sad to say. So when you draw the younger crowd, even people in their 30s or 40s, because that's not too late. But when you draw that age group and on down, and yes, you can bring your kids, learn about everything. So yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we decided not to go with having alcohol there, because it is kid friendly. It is a wellness. It is health, and we just thought just providing or selling alcohol, especially in the daytime, it just doesn't fit what we're trying to put out there in the world. Not that when we're at home we don't sit down and have a margarita, in our own time, but when it comes to women with purpose, it's just we're just trying to set certain examples out there with our events.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we have someone who does websites. We have someone to speak about sex education, which people have ran away from. And don't talk to the kids. Kids going to do it anyway, but it's a way that you present it. And it's nothing, we're not just talking about sex, but we do have someone to talk about sex education if needed to be. Because think about it, if we have people coming that's in high school, we need to talk about stuff like that because it's awareness. Yeah. So everyone has a lot of stuff that they do, and we do love the kids, and we are for the kids. And one of our main goals is, is to give back and put back into the community, and we are going to do that, but we are just getting started.
Right.
But when we get there, I'm telling you, it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to this question. I kind of asked it before. There's a lot of women's empowerment events, and I think we kind of touched on it during your show. The dynamic here in Dallas is really weird. The women got it going on in Dallas. So why don't men jump on this more? Men's empowerment.
Well, I've seen a few of those lately.
Yeah.
Oh, so they are jumping on it.
Well, I think the Kings of DFW has
Was
one of
gonna
the
be-
first.
Okay.
The first ones,
The first
I
one
believe.
kind of jumping on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then a couple followed after.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's our goal too.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, we want to establish the same thing that we have going on with the Women with Purpose, and just have Men with Purpose tour.
Yes.
And so that those are in our future plans as
Okay.
well. So we see the same thing, exactly what you see.
Mhm.
You know, women, they go out, we support each other, we support other men, we shop, we buy, we support Black-owned businesses, and anyone's business. Like we shop, we do those things. We get out and we support in our community. And I think it might be harder for men is because maybe they're at work 9 to 5. You know, they're the ones who are actually putting in those hours, those 10, 12 hours a day. So a lot of them really don't have time to build their own brands or get out and do the things that maybe us women can do as stay-at-home wives, mothers, or even just working part-time, because generally that are the roles that are in society. So I think it just gives us an opportunity to be out there and to do that. So,
and once we get where we need to be as a woman with purpose, then we will grab our men. Because we cannot grab our men if we're not established ourselves.
Right.
So yes, that is in the works in our future.
Okay.
Most definitely.
We have some viewer engagement. This is a question. By thinking older women are stuck in their ways, how would you empower a seasoned woman and or a younger lady that need redirection, but she thinks differently?
that's a good question. I would answer that by just teaching them, because even though people are stuck in their ways, you can still teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, but you have to be teachable.
You have to be, yes.
Yeah,
if
because
you're not
it's
teachable
okay
or
if you're
coachable,
stuck in your ways,
yes,
but you have to
exactly.
be teachable.
Exactly. Just like with social media. I mean, like, if my rest of my grandmother's soul, if she were here, she wouldn't know how to use social media at all. She'd be stuck in her old ways. But Granny, sit down. Let me show you how TikTok works. You see it all the time. Grandmothers sitting there now with their grandchildren and just sitting there on TikTok now. You know, so you can learn it, just like you say, if you have to be willing to learn it. And then showing you that it works. I think that's another way. A lot of people talk, but when you guys look up, and a year from now, you see the Women with Purpose. We've been here, we've been there. We're doing this, we're doing that. I think action takes a lot, has a lot to do with it too. You can't be talking the talk and not walking the walk.
Right, and a lot of people do that. But we're not going to do that. But a lot of people do.
And that's why you can't get people to change or understand what you're trying to say, because you're just talking and not putting the action behind it.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna ask, because y'all hit it on the nail. I always hear this in this city, and I don't believe it, because this is obviously testament that it isn't true.
Yeah. People
can't, don't, or want to work together in the DFW. How are you ladies able to dispel that rumor? People literally think that is just fact here, and every day something else is showing that that's not the truth. But that's an old way people won't shit. That thinking that nobody wants to work with each other here in Dallas, nobody wants to can work with each other. somebody always has to be the lead person. You ladies don't exude that at all with this event. So how are you able to keep that out of y'all event?
Well,
you were touching on it earlier.
I can say Sabrena put all of us together, but the thing is, you have to be around like-minded people. And not only just being around like-minded people, you have to be a genuine person yourself. Because like you just said, people want to be the leader. She's the founder. She doesn't act like she's the founder. Right. We're a team.
Right.
And you have to be around people who is mature. Because it don't matter what age you are. I mean, you can be immature. Like when we disagree, some people argue, get mad. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. We don't do that. Okay, what can we do to come to a conclusion?
Right, exactly. What's the solution?
What's the solution?
Okay.
We don't, we don't do that because, not everyone thinks like that, but we're all grown. Like, hey, I have this going on in my personal life. Then I have this with my business because we all have businesses. I got personal life, business, and then I got the women of purpose. So I don't have time for foolishness.
Right.
So I believe that is how we all, I can't speak for all of us, but just to say in general, I believe that's what it is for all of us. Like, hey, we're grown. We can sit down and talk. We don't have to raise our voice. We can voice our opinion. We are all mature. Like, it's just perfect. It is. And that's the thing, too. We don't think that each other is a competitor. A competitor. We don't think each other is a competitor to one another, so it works out perfectly. And that's the thing, people always try to be in competition. Stop it. Team up. Because I have met other bartenders and we make different products. And I'm like, hey, because I have got the stank faces before because I'm a competition. I mean, I'm a competitor to you. So I have got stank faces before, but I'm not like that. Do you want to collab? Like, let's make some money. Like, that's what I'm on. Like, do you want to collab? I can do this. You can do this. We can throw a party. We provide all the alcohol. But, people don't want to do that. They be like, yeah, but... because that's what it is, but that's okay. Because I have the women with me that I need. And we're going to bring people along that we need. So,
okay,
no problem. Sit with this.
Yeah.
Let me ask this because I want to know what was a topic or a point of discussion putting this together where y'all were just like going at it like, no, that ain't gonna work, or I don't agree with that. I mean, it was kind of, it almost kind of got to where we got to take a break, time out, leave the room. Was there ever one of those moments with you guys putting this together?
I think we were discussing one.
Yes.
we
had one time
discussion where, and even Doris, she's like, no, I had to sit down. That's our motivational speaker. She's like,
she's the one who come to us, make us come to the conclusion.
Right.
I forget, and see, I don't even remember because we resolved it.
Right, just that quickly.
I can't even tell you, but I do remember that we were
it was just one
something.
situation.
Yeah.
But it didn't get out of hand or anything.
No.
It was just like everybody took a step back and we all just thought about whatever it was, and then we started back like nothing ever happened and got it solved.
I'm there to remind everybody, like, focus on your individual role. Just like Nadia said, her role within the organization is banking. Mine is marketing. Another lady's is the website development and product development. So if you focus on your individual role and your responsibility within the organization, it shouldn't be a problem. You have to trust the women that you work with. I trust Nadia is taking care of our finances, so I don't have to talk about finances to her every day. She's got it taken care of, her and Tamika. I trust Latandra is creating our website, developing our product, pushing our product out there, so I don't have to worry about sliding in her lane within our organization. Everyone has their different roles, and as long as they're maintaining their roles, there's no reason to get catty.
And I think that's why
Men
a
do
lot
it
of
all
groups
the
don't
time.
work out too.
That's it.
Because she assigned us roles, which was okay because we already knew we had a role, but like focus on your role.
Yeah.
We don't always I don't know what they be talking about the website. That's not my business to know. All 8 of us do not have to talk about the website.
We don't.
And that's what causes confusion with a lot of groups because everybody trying to give an opinion about what that one person is going to be doing anyway. So I think that's why we work out too.
So there's always been some structure in place.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Structure is what I have to have. When it comes to. And I think the ladies probably have figured that out really quick. You hit that right on the money. Yeah, we've definitely structured ourselves.
Yes.
What was a moment where you were like, man, this came together? Have you had, I know, like I said, I know all of these type of things are hard work, but was there a moment where you were like, y'all did, it was just like all the energy was just great and y'all were literally on the same wavelength about ideas, about concepts, about what to do, not to do. I mean, it was just, it weirded y'all out that y'all were so in sync. Have y'all had one of those moments?
Well, I think it's like an all the time moment because we always throwing ideas in our group message. We always having different ideas. Yeah. And even if it's something that we're going to do 3 years from now, go ahead and say it now. So when that time comes, we're already prepared. So I think that's an all the time thing. It's always ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. For me, I think putting it together, I didn't know it would come together this quickly. I think people, probably have started this, and there are probably other women groups out there that are trying to do the same thing, but they have been trying since 2020 or since 2019. And I think for me, it's just like it coming together so quickly. And when how this initially started is with my magazine, Hidden Images Digital Magazine. I was just interviewing Tamika Jones of Griffin's Financial Services. And my goal within the magazine is to market, promote, advertise, push you to take the next step in your business, push you to reach out to do things you've never done. And so that was my goal for her. She wanted to get out and do more speaking engagements. So I said, hey, look, I even called her up. I said, look, I booked a studio, or I booked a venue. She didn't even know I booked the venue. I said, I booked the venue. You're going to speak. We're going to get this together. We're going to put on an event, and you're going to speak. And so from there, Tamika was like, oh, okay. Well, let's get Doris on board. Let's get my niece, Coach Shanti, on board, Hooked on Fitness Nutrition. Let's get her on board. Nadia reached out to be a vendor. And then from there, we became business besties. Nice. Latandra, she's already been a friend of mine, and she just brings so much to the table when it comes to Pretty and Packing. You met her about 2 weeks ago now, and her daughter just sealed the deal. And so
our young speaker, she's gonna draw the young crowd.
That's exactly. Yeah, her name is Lanesha Britton. She's the youngest member of the Women with Purpose tour and of Pretty and Packing. She teaches me about the firearm and how to shoot.
Yes.
Wow.
That baby teaches me, like, her mom has trained her. When I say trained her. That baby can come here and train you on firearms.
Wow.
And she's our youngest speaker, and she's definitely a motivator and a young woman with purpose, and we are honored to have her.
Yes, and I cannot wait to see her blossom and continue to grow.
Exactly.
Because how old is she?
12.
12. Yes.
12.
No, when you hear her speak, you're going to forget that she's that age. I'm telling you.
Wow. That's awesome.
She's the bomb.
Wow. So, on the 12th of February, Women with Purpose Tour, what can they expect? What can the people coming that have bought a ticket or come to support? What can they expect that day?
They can expect 7 motivational speaking women all of us are going to touch on something different. Like we've been saying, we all bring a different uniqueness to the tour. So you'll get to see all of our personalities. It's packed with a lot of information. We're going to have food vendors, clothing vendors, jewelry vendors. And it's just an event to remember. And it's not just an event, it's a tour. You know, after Dallas, we're going to Fort Worth. After that, like I said, we've been invited to Atlanta. So there's just so much information that you can expect to take away from the event.
And also, the great thing about this too is people who's coming to our tours are watching this grow. So each tour will have more information to give, more knowledge to give.
Yeah.
And so that's the awesome thing about it too, because every last one of us still has a ton of stuff we have going on that we have not talked about, but it's in the works, you know. So 3 years down the line, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, we really watched them start.
Yep.
We're hearing their testimonies. We're seeing that they're giving back to the community. Because we love to give back.
Yeah.
We even put back into each other. So it's just about giving and sowing your seed into the earth, and just, that's what it's about, honestly. We have to get everyone together, not just the women, but the men too.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we have to kill this view of men and women can't work together and be friends.
Oh,
we gotta kill that. Yes, we can.
Yes,
we can work together,
exactly.
and we can be friends.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I was listening to someone's podcast the other day, and they touched on that, and I'm thinking in my head, stop it. That's just immature adults. If you can't sit and talk to a man and have a conversation with a man without pulling your pants down, or vice versa, you just an immature human being. That's just you.
And if you can't sit down with your businesswoman friend at a dinner and discuss business without thinking it's going to be something else,
right.
You need to grow up.
Right. And not all women are sleeping their way to the top.
And not at all.
No.
I mean, we can help one another and build each other as a team, but like you said, I'm not trying to sleep with nobody to get to the top, because I'm gonna get there regardless.
Exactly.
So
I love it. Let's play the commercial real quick, and then we'll come back with a little more with you ladies.
Okay, thank you.
It's motivational speaker and life coach Doris Spencer Shackelford from Doris Speaks Life. Join me Saturday, February the 12th at the Ballroom Surge in Dallas, Texas for the Women with Purpose Tour, presented by none other than Hidden Images Digital Magazine. The Women with Purpose Tour is about empowering women one day at a time. Again, that's the Women with Purpose Tour, Saturday, February the 12th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ballroom Surge in Dallas, Texas. For more information, follow us on Facebook at the Women with Purpose Tour.
Let me ask you this, and I want y'all to be totally honest. I'm not going to hold y'all much longer, but I'm going to ask y'all this. There's some guys on here probably going to get hot, but I gotta turn it up a little bit.
I like when it get hot.
Turn up the notch.
Are black men intimidated by black women right now? The way society is set up, the way the events are going on in the world, the way the tide has definitely shifted. And I hate to say this, black women don't need black men. It's shifted, and we got to be honest with it. It's turning that way. But are black men intimidated by black women as a whole?
You know what? I have mixed feelings about that one because, again, in corporate America, men dominated at the end of the day. I don't care if you're a black man, if you're a gay black man, if you're a white man, men dominate corporate America. Women are still behind when it comes to making more money than men do when we're out getting 9-to-5 jobs. So that's why we have to get out and build our own. So maybe in a sense, they could be intimidated because they don't have the opportunities that we have to build our own. But we're forced to build our own. We're forced to go out and build our own brands and start our own businesses because that's the only way we can match the pay scale that men are making in corporate America. So if they are intimidated by a woman, it's because they don't have a 9-to-5 job.
They not having no money.
They don't have no income coming in. That's it.
And see, that's what I was going to say too. I don't think it's intimidation, but the thing is, like you said, black women don't need them anymore. They have not black men as a whole, but a lot of black men have stopped becoming providers. They stopped. Like you said, people have got out of trades. They are paying, if you want to do electricity or any kind of trade, they are paying so much money. You know why? Because nobody want to do a trade. Nobody wants to work with technology. Nobody wants to go to school anymore. Nobody, men don't even have to go to school to get a good $30 paying job. If you're going to work for someone, you have to have a skill set. They have gotten out of that. Everybody want to be fashionable. That's it. That's all it's about.
And then here's a good example. I recently got laid off on my 9-to-5, so that's why I'm taking my business full-fledged. But I applied for Coca-Cola, and my background is in merchandising, stocking, resets, and all that. Like, I have a strong background and stuff like that, and my husband doesn't, So when he transitioned from working from UPS, he applied to Coke, and he got an interview before I got an interview, but we live in the same household. Like I literally put in my application the same time he put in his application. I have a stronger background in that particular industry. Like, I've literally worked in the same environment that the Coca-Cola reps work in. He's never done it before, but he got a call before me.
Oh, you're not already there and you a woman. Oh, no, ma'am. We're not going to let a woman with all this come. She going to be above us.
I don't know where the intimidation is because they're still getting the better jobs. They're still getting higher paying jobs. I mean, we could literally
that
go out
goes
for
back
the
to
same
what
position.
I'm saying. No skill set. They don't want to work. They don't want to get their hands dirty. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. Go work with technology. Go do something.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that. They want to get quick money.
Yeah.
They don't want to work for it anymore. But as women, like I said, they have gotten out of habit of becoming a provider, which we don't need a man to provide, period. But if you're going to be with someone, that person should be a provider, and a lot of men have gotten out of that. I mean, there's so many young men around here making all these kids, not taking care of them. Don't have a skill set. They can't go anywhere and work because they don't want to. It's not that they can't. All you have to have is a little something, and the man can go out there and get a good job because you have hands.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's what I think it is. Yeah. That's why they're intimidated, because we gonna always work. That's our nature as a woman. Now, it's lazy women out here. Yeah. But as a woman, that's our nature. We're gonna go naturally go get it, and that should naturally be a man's nature. But when you look at what's been going on and what they've been displaying, everybody just want quick money and want to do this and that, but nobody really wants to work for it. That's why we are bypassing them in a way. But like she said, we can get there, but it's going to be hard to still get all the way there because you're a woman. Because the men are already there.
And then us being black women, we're really at the bottom of the totem pole. So.
But hey, we've been coming up.
I agree. Yeah,
you're right. These last 5 years,
and that's what
the
Women with Purpose tour shows, is that we are black women, and we're not gonna sit or be forced to sit at the bottom of anybody's totem pole. We're taking those seats at the table. Whether you think we deserve to be there or not, I think I deserve to be there. And so that's just what.
Because if we have to bring the table,
right.
I love that, Nadia. If we just gotta bring the table, what you want us to bring the chairs to? Because because we're there, so I'll bring the table and the chairs. Okay.
Nadia, perfect answer. I love that. We bringing our own table and chairs,
and I'm gonna sit it right next to you. Oh, baby, you ain't gotta give me one. I got it.
Oh my goodness. I totally agree. Best advice either one of you ladies have received with regards to your businesses, marketing. Did you read a book or that's always stuck with you, or you were like, I still follow that piece of advice today?
I follow Seth Godin a lot. He is really smart. He's a marketing guru, expert, shall you say. And his definition of marketing is just a little different from what most people's definition is. And the way he puts it is you focus on 10 people who like you, support your brand. And what I mean support, buy, share your post, whatever. You focus on those 10 people. Figure out how to make those 10 people happy and just focus on them. Dive into, instead of trying to get a million followers overnight, or instead of trying to become popular overnight. Nothing is built overnight. Focus on your main supporters, the people who do like you, support you. Make those people happy. Figure out, ask them questions. How can you be better? Like, those people that really like you and support you, those are the people you should be trying to make happy when it comes to your business.
Thanks. That's the realest ever.
Yeah.
And I really like that, and it's just stuck with me. And so that's just what I've been doing. Well, who likes me? Who follows me? Who supports me? A brand it's about trust too. I see a lot of people comparing, well, people buy this from Jordan, but they don't buy you're not Jordan. You have not built that trust and that brand awareness in your community with the 10 people that, if you can't even find 10 people, how can you expect to get 1 million people to trust your brand if you can't even get 10? Because
they too busy trying to be popular instead of get some money.
Exactly. That's it. That's wrong too. Yep.
Well, for me, I just I've always hung around older people because I have learned, like I said, I have learned things from people younger than me. But I've always hung around older people, and that is where the knowledge is, because they have already experienced certain things. And Sabrena can tell you, I ask, if you have a business, you don't even have to have a business. If you have a little something going on, if it's something that I want to know that I think you can answer or help me with, I'm going to ask. I'm an asker. I ask everybody.
Right.
You know why? Because they are giving me knowledge. If they don't know, they know what to refer me. If they don't know a person to refer me to, they can refer me to a website, a book. It's always some knowledge in anything regarding my business, drinks. Like Reese, she has her own wine. I said, Reese, can I please get with you to teach me, what you did with that? Because, yes, I can do research, but if I have someone that I know I can ask and point me in the right direction where to research and how to go about it, why would I not do that?
And that person is willing to give you that knowledge.
Yes. And that's what it's about. And you know what? And too many people try to charge for knowledge these days, too. When, like what? Baby, let me go to Google real quick.
Let's talk on that, because I kind of was going toward the dark side on that when it came to artists and their music, because a person will bleed you to death for information, and I'm not the end all be all, but if I'm gonna give you information, or if I have to go find it for you, there's got to be some kind of compensation, don't y'all think?
Well, see, that's when you have to make that known at the point. Like,
okay.
I'm very, like, I'm gonna let you know Like me and Sabrena, like Sabrena be like, friend, I do this for you because we are business besties. But I'm like, Sabrena, I'm telling you, I don't mind paying you for your time when it comes to that.
Yeah.
You know, because it is your time, but you have to, like she said, establish that trust. Even I don't mind giving people certain information, but I tell them, look, this is all I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna let you know now, so you won't keep coming back. So you have to. And a lot of people are scared to speak their minds and let a person know straight up. No, I'm gonna tell you, baby, I'm gonna tell you this, and that. This is the information I'm giving you. Now, I can't tell you anything else after that because I had to do all this research and take my time. And I'm probably gonna have to take my time again because I probably lost it and need to find it. So, you are going to have to compensate this when, but you let them know then, you know. But a lot of people don't. That's where the confusion comes in. And then some people overcharge. Because it's like after you find out what they done got the information for, you be like, I done paid this person $1,500. Because they charging those prices. I done paid $1,500. And I could have just did it myself.
Yeah. It's definitely a give and take situation. Like especially if you're trying to build a brand and you're looking at other business owners trying to get information, it's like, well, what can I, if I don't have money to give them, what can I give them? What can I give them for their time, you know, like you say, for doing the research or any amount of time that they've taken out to provide that information for you. So it is definitely a give and take situation, and in my marketing research, that is what some of the top marketing experts say. I mean, I provide value, but what kind of value provided back to me as well? Like, so it's if you don't have money to give someone, but you feel like they have a lot of information, find a way to barter something.
If you sell candles, well, I'll give you $50 worth of candles.
Something.
Yeah. If my candles $20 each, well, get 2, get 1 free for all the information that I need. Exactly. If that's what I, you know. But then some people who have businesses don't like to do exchanges. Like, I'm okay with exchanges because not all the time, like she said, someone may have the funds. Depending on how much you charge for that information. If it's $50 or $100, if you can get a photo shoot, I do you a photo shoot, $100 photo shoot, just using you as an example. Something simple like that, but then some people don't like to do that. No, I want the money, but you have to help people. See, that's why we're the women with purpose. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna let y'all get out of here, but there was one topic if one of y'all can real quick, it was something I wanted to add to after, maybe this will be like for next year's women's empowerment, but can you kind of give us the rundown of who's going to speak, what they're going to speak about real quick? So we
have Doris Spencer Shackelford. If you've been listening to our commercial, she is the voice of our brand. She is our spiritual transformation coach and our motivational speaker. And you can find her on DorisSpeaksLife.com. Social media, Facebook, find her anywhere on there.
Very soft spoken.
Very, and so sweet. That's why she is the voice of reason within the organization. And then we have Tamika Jones. She is the founder of Griffin's Financial Services, based out of Texarkana, Texas. So if you need financial services, credit repair, credit monitoring, she can help you out with that.
The bomb.
We also have Latandra Johnson and Lanisha Britton, their mother and daughter. They are the founders of Pretty and Packing, formerly Gun Club, but now they're transitioning more into safety, training, tactical things like that, and not so much of just being a club. But we also have our newest speaker, Reese Gaines. She's from Texarkana, Texas. She owns Just a Squirrel. She actually owns several businesses. I'm sorry, Reese, I don't know the names of all of them, but because she has like 5 businesses. And she does.
Wow.
But Just a Squirrel. She's speaking on sex education.
Okay.
And so we really want her to speak and be heard because, like Nadia said earlier, it's such a taboo on just talking about sex education. And so we really want her, and we're really excited to have her on board to join us to be speaking about that. We also have Coach Shanti. She's the founder of Hooked on Fitness Nutrition.
Okay.
Exactly what
What
it
it
spells
sounds
out
like.
there.
Okay.
She'll be talking about fitness, nutrition, Herbalife, and her brand.
Health and wellness.
Is 4 hours enough? Because you're still going. And I love it. And I love it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
like you said,
Meaning
we're
cut y'all
organized and
Okay.
we have everything planned out for a certain amount of time and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
So.
Is there any more? Because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm like,
No, you're fine.
Okay.
We just added Chloe.
Okay.
The host. She's the
our
whole
host.
host.
So she,
Okay.
I think you know her.
Yeah.
Dancer,
Yeah.
model,
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah.
She does a lot in
Yes,
Fort
she
Worth.
does.
Her name is
Yes,
out
she
there in
does.
Fort Worth. So we've added her as a host. And then, of course, we have Nadia sitting right here, Nadia Thomas. She's the owner of Drink Me Out Drinks.
Okay.
She does alcohol-infused, non-alcoholic drinks, fruit infused. She has so many things going on for her. She's our future financial advisor of the Women with Purpose, and I'm just so thankful to have all of these ladies on board. I don't think I missed anyone, and myself, Sabrena,
You
Hidden
got
Images,
everybody.
Digital
I'm ahead.
Magazine. I'll be speaking on marketing and just empowering women just to go after their dreams, go after their goals.
Yeah.
So I think I've covered everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what I was going to add, and this is the Women with Purpose Tour, February 12th, 2022 at Ballroom Surge, 1444 Oaklawn Avenue, 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got everything covered, but this is something that I've learned, and I've seen this going on in 2021. It reared its head, and this is something, you don't have to take this, but I think it would also add a different element to what you ladies are doing. If you could get a lady involved with voting and politics, because I'm gonna say it, and like I said, I may lose some viewers. These white folks is up to something. They're gearing up for 2024. I don't know, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know if they're trying to load the deck and get Trump back in or somebody like them. But everything you ladies have touched on, politics are just as important. And I think not just the black women, but black men, we all need to start learning what a poll watcher is, the rules at polls, them trying to solicit your vote at these polling sites. I think if you ladies are able to add that to your next tour a couple years from now, that will be very, very big and important. Also, I wanted to add,
That's a great idea.
this is a free event too, right?
It is right now.
Right
Okay,
now.
right now.
Right
Okay,
now
so
it
yeah,
is.
on the
Right
12th,
now.
it's a free event.
Right
So
now it is.
get this information while it's free,
Right.
while
And
it's
I
available.
agree with what he said because I said what I was going to start doing because I'm like an advocate for the children because I've been watching I don't have kids.
Right.
And how the world is going, I probably won't because it's scary for the next generations. And I've been watching the agenda, and I said I was going to start going to meetings, because they said you don't have to, you can be anybody to go to the city meetings and stuff.
Right.
So I said I'm going to start doing that this year. So for you to say that, I mean, we might find somebody. We go to
You.
We've done some things with the lady out at the Rail Club, and they've come out there and they talk about different things with the aspect of the Constitution and voter registration and ballots and all that, and it comes across as very Republican. I kind of challenged her on one point. They've had people come in and that are trying to get in office, and I challenged one I guess his constituent for something, mayor or something. And I was like, well, what do you guys do about the homeless vote? And because as when you go to jail, you usually lose all your rights, and it's hell to get them back. But I was like, so what do you do about the homeless vote? Do you cater to them? Do you help them get to the polls? And He was like, well, we really don't. He gave me a runaround. I was like, well, there's almost about 500,000 homeless people.
Yeah,
in
so
just
they
the DFW
rigged
alone.
500,000.
So it's like, that could swing a lot of elections if you just go and get half of that vote of those people, and they are literally that's a huge pool of voters that don't vote every single election.
That's true.
Whether it's local or national.
But I think about it like this too. They know how many of us it is.
Oh yeah.
So
I just Googled it up. So they know.
Yeah. So,
If I can find that out, they already know.
Sometimes I be thinking, like you just said, what y'all do with the homeless folk? I sit here and think they vote for the homeless.
They kept.
I mean, it can go both ways. We don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Because, they have us under control. We're the ones who have to try to get the money they already have.
They make such a big thing about, the mail-in ballots and how they're manipulated, things like that. But, if you get some of these homeless people to vote, you kind of null and void that mail-in. It's a lot of homeless people that don't vote in these elections that are overlooked, and the politicians are overlooking them. So, like I said, if that's something you ladies are thinking
why
about,
would the homeless want to vote when it's hardly anyone helping them?
you could exactly. A politician could literally run on, I'm going to help the homeless, and probably win an election.
Yeah.
500,000 homeless people. It's a lot of votes.
That's a lot of homeless.
A lot of votes. And like I said, I just ran across this because I didn't know. And I'm not originally from Texas, but I didn't know. And I'm sure it's more where I'm from and all these other cities and states. It's
Oh, where you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, I'm
Originally.
from Alabama, Mobile.
Yeah, so it could be the same scenario going on
Right.
back
It's
in your home.
everywhere.
It's a huge,
Homelessness is horrible in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is horrible. It don't make no sense. It's too much money.
Yeah.
But not everybody a lot of people didn't put themselves in that situation.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but that's
Some of the smart, when I worked on the railroad, those were some of the smartest people I ran across was homeless. And a lot of it is they just ran on bad luck. A lot of them are geniuses that were, worked the stock market. And
or veterans.
Things crashed.
Yeah.
And they, they lost it that way.
Ooh,
It's
when
wild.
the stock market crashed, that was a devastating for a lot of people.
Like I said, it's just something to think about, and it empowers. Men need to do that, not just women, but your vote. That's something that you have power over, and you need to take control over. So I think that would go right along with what you ladies are doing.
Yes, and we're going to take that into consideration.
For real.
Yes.
Y'all more than welcome.
Thank you so
have that one
much.
because it's very important for real. That's why I was like 4 hours. That's y'all touching a lot of things. Very important topics in 4 hours. So salute to y'all for having that ability to do that, because that's just like you're getting a crash course in everything. And it sounds like it's coming from very knowledgeable ladies. So that's even, you get a bunch of people up there spewing stuff and blah, 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 blah. But the ladies sound like y'all on the ball and y'all know exactly what y'all are talking about.
Because we're just being real. That's it. We're not putting on a facade.
Yeah.
We letting everybody know, hey, we struggle too.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. It's a life.
Yeah.
But you can get past that. So that is what we're here for.
Yes.
And to touch bases back on the homelessness, we do have plans for
Nice.
that too. So
Nice.
I'm telling you, we have a lot of things in the works. It just takes time. But over time, y'all will grow with us and see the progress.
Yes. Well, it was a pleasure having you two ladies here.
It was a pleasure
Good
being
luck.
here.
Good luck on the 12th. I know it's going to be huge. Thank on behalf of DFW community. Thank y'all for putting something together like this, because it's needed, especially in our community. People say what they want, push their nose up to it, but hey, keep up the good work. Don't stop. And like I said, I'm ready for a men's. I wish we get some men's with purpose tours as structured as y'all, because y'all about that.
But when we grab our men,
that's
they gonna be
good.
structured. I'm telling you.
Hey, that's good.
instructions.
That's good.
With a
because-
long kind of whip.
Yeah, because I mean, you ladies are on it. You know, it's. I'm happy. It's going to be a great event. So, thank y'all.
Thank you
y'all
for
so much.
having us.
Where can they find like a website or any? You know, if they got questions, any more questions?
You could just Google Women with Purpose Tour.
Okay.
We're already all over Google.
Okay, nice.
As soon as you Google Women with Purpose Tour, you're going to find us, find our social pages. We are working on our website in both English and Spanish because we have a greater audience that we're trying to reach.
Correct.
So our website is just about finished, but right now, mainly on Facebook, just Women with Purpose Tour. If you Google us, Bing, Google, you'll find us.
Yes, and don't anyone have any questions once you find our individual pages? Those are our business pages, our personal names. We promote our business on there, so do not hesitate to inbox, write a post if you can write a post on our page. Anything you have to do to reach out to us.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to have had y'all on. Continued success, like I said. We will continue to promote it and spread the word.
Thank
It's
you.
needed, and thank y'all so much.
I can't wait to be here again.
Yes, most definitely. All right, we're gonna let them go and continue their power.